Hello, hello, if it isn't my favorite person in the world. Come in, it's cold. Shut the door! So, what brings you to... Shut the other one! So, what brings you to my humble abode? Come closer, I can't hear you. Yes. A story, you say? Well, I actually have the perfect story for this occasion. Let me look for it. No, not there, no. Where is it? It has to be somewhere. Aha, here it is. Alright, well, here it is. 12 Days of Christmas by yours truly. Yes, by me. Jack himself. Not to be mistaken with Jack the Pumpkin. Holy crap, I just realized. Okay, well, but this story has 12 stories until Christmas Eve. And then one final story for the ages on the last day. But, 12 days is until, that. So, this is a rhyming story. Come closer. Even closer. Not that close. Yes. So, but in this story, it shall rhyme. Which, if you think about it, that's a crime. I'm just kidding. I kid. Now. But I shall rhyme, and I want you to know that this will all be improv. So, here it goes. Once upon a time. Excuse me.
Once upon a time, there lived a young boy that lived with his father. They lived out in the woods, alone, with no one to see. But the boy knew that Santa Claus was there, and he was excited, as any boy could be. But bear with me as I tell you this tale, because this tale is a tale that is meant to be for sale. I'm sorry, I just wanted to try that out. So, let us begin this tale of wonders. Guy said it starts with a boy that is yearning for toys, but his father is broke. But they live in a house without a spouse. The boy never knew that Santa Claus was there, watching him and figuring out everything that was there. The boy longed for Christmas so, but how could he ever know? His father was trying his best. Well, I guess that you can guess the rest. But, of course, we all knew that this just wouldn't do.
I've told you once before, and I'll tell you once again. Santa is not coming. That is the end.
Oh, but Dad, I thought you said that Santa would come if I was in bed?
No, it is Christmas Eve, but I do not care. People do not get gifts just because they are there.
This is a big deal without a doubt, but how can our hero win this bout?
But Dad, you always said Santa would come. Could this be because of Mom?
Don't you dare ever speak that name, you runt. I told you once before, and I'll tell you again, that Santa isn't coming, and that's the end.
Our hero ran to his room with tears in his eyes because he knew that this was no surprise. Our hero sat on his bed, moped and whined until he could no longer bear his strive. How could this be? This isn't fair. All I wanted was a Christmas. Is that all I can wish for? Is wishful thinking? I hate this. I wish I wasn't here, because if I wasn't, then I could have Christmas, and Christmas would be fun without my stupid dad getting in the way. I just wish that he could say. But before he could finish his sentence, a knock on the door. Who could it be? Could it be someone who knows more? Alas, who could it be? Someone indoors? But who could it be? No one knows until you open the door. Uncle Zarbon and Uncle Dodoria are at the door, but of course Dodoria couldn't fit through the door.
We come bearing gifts.
Zarbon said as he walks into the house with snow on his head.
What is it?
Frieza snarled.
Can't you see I'm dealing with my dastardly child?
Well, we thought that we could bring some cheer, because it is the Christmas time of the year.
Christmas, Christmas. That is all you ever talk about. I hate Christmas. I hate everything about Christmas.
Frieza declared.
Remember back at the time that you said that you loved Christmas? Dodoria pleaded.
That is all gone, and I hope that you'll beat it.
Don't let the past declare your future. There's still time for you, because we can still...
Shut it.
I do not care whether if I'm good or bad or even the worst there ever was, because I don't care. This is my life. I decide to use it at my strife.
But Lord Frieza, this doesn't make any sense. We know what happened, but you shouldn't make everything bad for your son. Yes, can't you hear your son crying up in his room? You hurt him, and now he might never walk out the same. Noob.
What is this to you? Some sort of game? I am the one that decides what my son does and what he doesn't. Plus, you all better start running, because in my eyes, you're all nuisance. So beat it before I decide something else.
But Frieza, you're breaking the rhyme. That is the worst crime.
You see, this is where I don't care. Without all of you fools here, then I wouldn't have anything to worry about. But now I have myself a son, a salty sin of a son. And now there's all this talk of Santa Claus. Well, I'm done with all of it.
But please, Lord Frieza, let us talk. If your son doesn't have Christmas, then he would...
Silence! One more peep about Christmas that's taken talk. I don't care for it, and I will never. Listen, I know that you have all the things in mind for my son, but he is the one that is the most wrong of them all. Because Santa isn't real!
The words shook through the house as if it was an earthquake. But the place where it hit the worst was in his son's quills that shake.
What did he just say?
As he starts to cry.
That's not true. It's a lie. I know in my heart that Santa is real. Because it's the only thing that makes this worth the whole ordeal. I shall prove to my father that Santa's real, because it will be the only way that he can deal. Maybe it was something that happened back in his life, but all I know, I don't care whether if we fight, because I know Santa's real. I must fight for the things that I believe in, and for the things he believes in. There's nothing more and nothing less I can't do, because in the end, it's the thing that we all must do.
Now, I'll say this again, and I won't say it thrice, because all of you are getting on my nice See, I rhymed for you.
It wasn't a good rhyme.
Whatever. Because you're all getting on my last nerves, I shall finally give you the boot that you all deserve.
The room starts to shake. What could be happening? Frieza's transforming into his naughtiest form. That came out wrong. His anti-Christmas form. He is the spirit of Krampus.
I do not care whether if I'm naughty or nice, because in the end, it is all just a farce.
Lord Frieza, we all know you're wrong, because in the end, it can only be resolved with a song.
A song, you say? That sounds pretty lame.
My lord, there must be a reason. A reason that you're this way. Please tell us so that we can ease the pain.
It was that day, that dastardly day, that Christmas day. It all happened back then, as clear as day. It was cold, colder than I, because I didn't know how I could find. It was so cold on Christmas Day, I didn't even think that I could say. For when I woke up for Christmas Eve, my stocking was full of nothing but coal. For a child my size, I just couldn't control. The rage inside I decided to find was greater than anything that you could ever define. That is why I hate Christmas. It is the only thing that keeps me going. The darkness from that time.
So you do believe in Santa?
As if. I only believe in the things that is. For I am nothing more than what I am, because all I can see is who is.
Ho, ho, ho.
A voice outside yelled.
Dodoria, do you hear that? The Christmas bells. Yes, I can hear them loud and clear, but where are they coming from? All I can do is hear.
What are you two dimwits talking about? I do not hear anything.
Ho, ho, ho.
I hear a voice, but no bells can be heard. Why are you making me feel so undeserved?
Frieza, that was a bad pun, but listen, we'll let you slip by, because Santa's here, and now everything is fine. Up in the sky, as clear as day, you could see Santa's sleigh going away. Oh. But Dodoria wasn't the only one that saw this. But our hero, to his surprise, seeing Santa's sleigh go right by, gave him hope in the future that nothing will change, because in the end, everything is going the right way. But then,
I heard the bells.
Frieza, that is absolutely splendid. We must celebrate for what this day has gifted. So then they all gathered around and had themselves a chicken. And, well, as true Saiyans do, they ate it raw. The end. But remember, for all of those who hear, nothing else changes but you each year.
So, kind of dumb, right? But it was just a little idea I had. The rhyming wasn't too great. But it is the thought that counts. And for those of you who don't believe in Santa, oh yes, you do, of course. But listen, come back tomorrow. I'll have another story for you.
Alright. I'll see you later then.
Alright. Goodbye. Make sure you shut the door on your way out. It gets cold.